Hello everyone and welcome to another World of Tanks gameplay. This one features the SU-101, commonly referred to as the SU-101, and the lesser used for a reason, Russian tank destroyer line. I really wouldn't advise going down this line. I've had hit or miss success with it, and the ISU line is much better. This one features the worst gun depression in the game at -2 on this tank destroyer, and really the trick with being successful in this TD is to realize your role, to kind of hang out, snipe a little bit, and then about halfway through the match, start going nuts with its speed and agility. So, I'm going to go ahead and start up here. And, as usual, we're going to skip the beginning.
Let's get this show on the road.
Now, as you can tell, the SU-101 is a rather quick vehicle. It's good at getting where it needs to be, but it has a lot of trouble getting that gun on target, and that is a major flaw of this tank. Half the time you're going to be fighting your own tank more than you're going to be fighting the enemy, just due to the fact that the gun depression is just so bad. The actual traverse of the weapon is not terrible, it's not great, but it's usable. The gun depression, though, if you're going to hit a small rock, make sure you ain't going to be ready to shoot at something, because it'll put your shot towards the moon. So on Northwest here, I decided to move up the left-hand side along the railroad tracks. I've had fairly good success with a few different techniques over here to try to maintain dominance. A lot of people like to push that mountain pass, and I like to punish them for trying it. So, in position, camoed behind a bush. This is a good starter spot sometimes. As you can see here, I can't even get the gun lower than this. I had to back up to get it down enough to even be on target. On any of my other tanks, I would be able to sit in that bush without a problem. But luckily, I'm able to get the gun down to where I need it to be to hit these guys. A T-34-3 took one from me. I almost got the Chiri, but not quite. However, they know they're spotted now. You really don't need sixth sense when people start slinging shells at you. Another good shot there. The alpha on this is much lower as well. You get more fire rate and more DPS out of it, but you got to be exposed to really get the full DPS out of this tank. And it doesn't have the armor to really sit exposed. Step on up, sucker. I was lucky that I was able to spot him there, but I trashed him again. Now this Comet that gets down here, he's rather mouthy about this situation over here. Bad shot there. I thought it would have been on target, but something went wrong. I suppose I'm lucky that they haven't seen where this is coming from yet. That one was a very high velocity round that I just basically bounced off the front of him because I overshot. So 3002D is now taking a round from me. Now the Comet is kind of sitting down at the bottom of the hill, and he's getting ready to bitch up a storm about it. He doesn't like the fact I'm sitting back, but honestly, what else are you going to do with this tank destroyer? I can't even get my gun down to come over those tracks. So already he's screaming at me, "Come on, SU." Well, there's a reason why you're fighting weakened tanks, and I'm that reason. And do I really have to explain it? I went ahead and was nice enough to do so this time.
Penetration. The rangefinder took a hit. We can only shoot close targets.
That's probably the most shells I've ever taken consecutively in a row without penetration. Now, keep in mind my observation device did get completely destroyed there. So they were definitely aiming at the superstructure.
Optics repaired.
Nobody's willing to commit at this point. Come on, get brave, you little bastard. At this point, we're kind of hoping the artillery's going to chime in here any time now and open up an opportunity. Sadly, we're not that lucky. Cheery is enjoying his game of cat and mouse, but he just had his attitude adjusted. Now with the Comet spotting them, we really should have had a hit here from Artie. Hey, consecutive bounces +1. Unfortunately, he's also 1%. 5 health left. And that's pretty much $1,000 down the tube for that shot. We got him. Now our T-28 prototype has pushed forward up there, and he's managed to take out the T-34-2, but he's kind of exposed now, and that's one of those tanks you really don't want the side to be seen on.
We didn't even scratch them.
Don't quite have the penetration to get through on the AT-15. Even on the back quarter of it, which is a good spot to hit if you're going to hit it from the side. At this point I realize, oh shit, our artillery's in trouble. I got to try to see if I can prevent this guy from getting to him. It's important to pay attention when they get through on the flank, because if you don't, whatever support you had will die. Missed by me, but fortunately the waffle tractor doesn't miss. I'm trying to make sure I ain't going to break my tracks coming down that hill. It's a good rule of thumb to turn sideways a little bit and kind of let it slide itself. You can at least avoid damage most of the time doing that. Let gravity do the work. Now, we've claimed the mountain pass. We know they're camping back in their area. The question is, where are they? And again, here's me struggling once again to get the damn gun down. I probably should have pulled the trigger there, but it wasn't much of a target. I might have skipped right off the top and never knew it. The waffle tractor's been spotted. I'm hoping artillery will pulverize him, but I'm not going to rely on just that. So I decided to be a little bit aggressive here and pull on him. A late spot. But enough time to hit him. Unfortunately, I take one on the side due to my dick sticking out pretty much. And whatever shot I had just left. Got one TD that's relatively in his path, but we're not going to see anything other than maybe a proxy spot here at best. I know someone's watching for me, so I try to peek out a little bit on the other side, see if I can open up a shot. And look what I found. Unfortunately, look what the ground found. My round. I completely missed that one. Shot there, trying to get an angle deflection, but unfortunately penetrated right through because the armor sucks on this thing. But at least I can put another one into it.
Enemy armor is hit.
Kind of hoping for some more support fire. He's lit up, so I call it out. You know, please shoot this guy. The shot, and he returns fire. The building claims that one. And the S-51 slam dunks his ass. At this point, I'm still looking for that waffle tractor going, okay, where is he? I know he's around here somewhere. What's he doing? So he hasn't come back to help his teammates. That obviously means he's probably proceeding to kill our artillery, who's going to be exposed reloading for a long time after pulling the trigger. And there's our spot. At this point, my suspicions are confirmed. He's got a straight path back to the S-51. Homie, don't play that. So, with my speed and agility, I can have the ability to return to base probably better than any other tank that's left right now. So, of course, I'm going to take the opportunity to try to rescue the S-51 and bag me some waffles. Now, one thing this thing does have going for it is speed. And we can see that right now as I'm cruising down here at about 55, 56 kph. Now, realizing Waffle Tractor has absolutely no armor, and I know he's about around 30%, and I didn't hit him that hard. I put in an HE round. I figure I can get through. It really doesn't have much in the way of armor, and if I want to survive any return fire, the objective is not to take any. Now, I still have this thing floored here. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming right through this pass at this point. Kind of, you know, stealthily moving up, trying to make sure he's not going to be exposed. But right here, there's no choice. And look what I found. Have a nice day, sir. 321 is all it took. Back to armor piercing. Now, their artillery tries to nail me, considering I'm the only target that's around. And I'm sure he was probably watching, hoping that he could pick off the S-51. Now, the Comet did return back here. He was late to the engagement, but he's still cruising around. And this is the same guy that bitched me out earlier for shooting tanks that would have killed him. So, now, we do have a Waffle Tractor near the front line. He's kind of just hanging around a little bit, moving up ever so slightly, just kind of waiting for support. The S-51, I believe, should be probably reloaded and ready at this point. And Artie is spotted. That, I believe, is a GW Panther. So once again, I'm floored. 55 kph in the return. Uphill's getting me a little bit. GW Panther absolutely wipes his ass with our Waffle Tractor. Probably the worst engagement he could have possibly went for by forcing that. However, I know he's reloading. Our S-51 misses. I don't. I can't say the S-51 completely missed. He did hit for procs damage, but it wasn't much. Those things only have 360 health anyway, so he probably just glanced him maybe for 100. Pulling up again, I see the Comet moving towards the cap circle. We know there's one tank left out there. He can't kill us both if we both attack at the same time. At least that's the thought. But he's got some health left, and he's aiming right at me. Fire as fast as I can, hoping he hadn't seen me, but he was camping there the whole time just waiting for it. So at this point, I'm like, oh shit, we might lose this. We got 1% left on that Comet. He's not really fully going into the guy. So he's playing peekaboo. I call him to spot, but he scores the last hit. I'm not sure if the guy was even reloaded yet, but he got him. So, a little bit of lucky gameplay there. Pretty good round with the SU-101. Stay away from this tank. That's my recommendation, but it's fun to drive. I will see you guys next time.